Your thoughts shape your reality. Every single moment, you're crafting your future with the power of your mind. Pause for a second and consider this. The life you're living right now is a direct result of where you've placed your attention. Let's talk about focus. When you truly concentrate on something, you're doing far more than just thinking about it. You're channeling your energy into it. You're signaling to the universe, this is what I desire. And guess what? The universe listens. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Most people aren't truly focused. They think they are, but their minds are scattered. They worry about bills, think about dinner, or replay past arguments. Their energy is all over the place, and that's exactly what they attract, a chaotic, unfocused life. So how do we change this? How do we harness the immense power of focus to create the life we truly want? It begins with awareness. You need to become conscious of where your thoughts are drifting. Are you constantly fixated on what you lack? Are you obsessing over problems, fears, or limitations? If so, that's precisely what you'll keep drawing into your experience. Instead, start directing your thoughts toward what you do want. And I'm not talking about idle daydreaming or wishful thinking. I mean purposeful, intentional focus. When you do this, you're literally rewiring your brain. You're becoming the person who already embodies what you desire. This isn't just positive thinking, it's science. When you concentrate on a specific thought or idea, you activate particular neural networks in your brain. The more you engage these networks, the stronger they become. It's like building a muscle. As these pathways grow, they begin to influence your perceptions, decisions, actions, and ultimately your entire reality. Think about a time when you bought a new car. Suddenly you started noticing that same model everywhere. Did everyone suddenly buy the same car? Of course not. Your brain simply began to notice what was already there because that's where your attention was focused. The same principle applies to everything in your life. If you're fixated on scarcity or lack, your brain will find evidence of it everywhere. But if you shift your focus to abundance, possibilities, and growth, your brain will start noticing opportunities that were always present but previously invisible to you. This is why it's so crucial to be deliberate about where you place your focus. Every thought is like a seed. What are you planting in the garden of your mind? Are you sowing seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation? Or are you nurturing seeds of possibility, growth, and prosperity? Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but my life is full of challenges right now. How can I possibly focus on anything else? I get it, life can be tough. But here's the truth, focusing on your problems doesn't solve them. It only perpetuates more of the same. Instead, start asking yourself better questions. Instead of, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of, why can't I get ahead? Ask, what opportunities am I overlooking? These questions redirect your focus. They shift you from a mindset of victimhood to one of empowerment, and that's where transformation happens. When you begin focusing on solutions rather than problems, on possibilities instead of limitations, you tap into a vast field of potential. You unlock parts of your brain that were previously dormant. You become more creative, resourceful, and alive. This isn't just about attracting material things, it's about becoming the kind of person who naturally draws what you want. If you desire more love in your life, become more loving. If you seek success, cultivate the qualities of successful individuals. If you long for peace, nurture peace within yourself. Remember, your outer world mirrors your inner world. What you focus on internally will manifest externally. This is why it's so important to guard your thoughts and be selective about what you allow into your mind. Think of your mind as a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds, and your focus is the water and sunlight that helps those seeds grow. What kind of garden are you cultivating? Is it overrun with weeds, negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, fearful imaginings? Or is it a thriving oasis of possibility, growth, and positivity? The choice is yours. And it is a choice. You have the power to direct your focus. You have the ability to choose your thoughts. This is one of the most fundamental truths of human existence, yet so few people truly understand or utilize this power. Most live on autopilot, reacting to circumstances and letting their environment dictate their internal state. But when you grasp the power of focus, you flip the script. You begin creating your environment from the inside out. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It means choosing where to invest your energy. It means asking yourself, is this thought serving me? Is this focus taking me where I want to go? Think about it. Your life moves in the direction of your dominant thoughts. If you're constantly fixated on problems, you're heading toward more problems. If you consistently focus on solutions and opportunities, that's the path you're paving. I know this isn't always easy. Our brains are wired to focus on potential threats and problems. It's a survival mechanism left over from our ancient past. But let's face it, we're not running from saber-toothed tigers anymore. In our modern world, this tendency often does more harm than good. So we need to consciously override this default setting. We need to train our brains to focus on what we want, not what we fear. Yes, it takes practice, it takes repetition and persistence, but the rewards are beyond measure. When you master the art of focus, you become the architect of your own life. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start being the creator of your reality. You tap into a power that most people never even realize they possess. This power has always been within you. It's not something you need to acquire or earn. It's your birthright as a human being. But like any skill, it needs to be developed and practiced. So how do we train our focus to attract what we truly desire? It starts with awareness. Begin noticing where your thoughts habitually drift. What occupies your mind when you're not consciously steering your thoughts? What's your mental default setting? Once you become aware of your thought patterns, you can start to change them. And this is where intention comes in. Set a clear intention for what you want to focus on. Make it specific, vivid, and emotionally compelling. Then practice holding that focus. Start with just a few minutes a day. Visualize what you want as if it's already happened. Feel the emotions you'd feel if you'd already achieved your goal. Engage all your senses in this visualization. As you do this, you're literally rewiring your brain. You're creating new neural pathways. You're training your mind to zero in on what you want rather than what you don't want. But visualization alone isn't enough. You also need to align your actions with your focus. If you're focusing on health, make healthy choices. If you're focusing on wealth, manage your finances wisely. If you're focusing on relationships, embody the qualities you wish to attract. This alignment is crucial because the universe responds not just to your thoughts, but to your overall energy, and your actions are a key part of that energy. For example, if you're constantly thinking about being wealthy, but your actions reflect irresponsibility with money, you're sending mixed signals to the universe. Your thoughts and actions must harmonize. This is where many people stumble. They think positive thoughts, but their actions don't align, or they take inspired action, but their thoughts are riddled with doubt and fear. To truly attract what you want, you need coherence between your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now, I want to address something important. This isn't about denying reality or ignoring problems. If you're in a challenging situation, acknowledging it is the first step toward changing it. But there's a big difference between acknowledging a problem and obsessing over it. Acknowledge where you are, but focus on where you want to be. Use your current situation as a launch pad, not an anchor. Let it motivate you, not define you. Remember, where you are now is the result of your past focus. Where you'll be in the future is the result of your current focus. So choose wisely. Choose intentionally. This isn't a one-time choice, it's a moment-by-moment practice. Every thought, every word, every action is an opportunity to align with what you truly want. At first, this constant choice can feel overwhelming. You might catch yourself slipping into old thought patterns. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just gently redirect your focus. It's like training a puppy. You wouldn't get angry at a puppy for getting distracted. You'd lovingly guide it back to where you want it to go. Treat your mind the same way. Be patient with yourself. Be persistent. And most importantly, be consistent. It's not about perfection, it's about direction. As long as you're moving in the direction of your dreams, you're on the right path. Now let's talk about something that trips up a lot of people, the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This gap can feel daunting. It can trigger doubt, fear, and frustration. But here's the secret, that gap is where the magic happens. It's your opportunity for growth. It's where you develop the skills, mindset, and character that will allow you to not only achieve your goal, but sustain and expand upon it. Instead of being frustrated by the gap, get excited about it. See it as an adventure, a journey of self-discovery and personal evolution, because that's exactly what it is. The universe doesn't just give you what you want, it gives you what you are. So focus on becoming the person who naturally attracts what you desire. Focus on developing the qualities, skills, and mindset of someone who already has what you want. If you want abundance, cultivate a mindset of abundance. Look for evidence of abundance in your life right now. Express gratitude for what you have. When you do this, you start resonating at the frequency of abundance. Like, if you want love, become more loving. If you want success, embody the qualities of successful people. If you want peace, cultivate peace within yourself. Remember, your outer world reflects your inner world. Now, I want to address something important. Some of you might be thinking, but I've tried focusing on what I want and it didn't work. If that's you, I want you to consider this. Were you truly focused, or were you just wishing? True focus isn't passive. It's not just thinking about what you want and then waiting for it to show up. True focus is active, engaged, and persistent. It shapes your perceptions, decisions, and actions. When you're truly focused, you start noticing opportunities you might have missed before. You become more attuned to information that can help you achieve your goals. You start attracting people and circumstances that align with your focus. But here's the key: you have to act on those opportunities. You have to apply that information. You have to engage with those people and circumstances. Focus without action is just daydreaming. Action without focus is just busy work. You need both. The results of your focus might not always come in the way you expect. Sometimes what you attract might initially look like a challenge or a setback. But if you stay focused and committed to your vision, you'll often find that these apparent obstacles are actually stepping stones. They're opportunities for growth, learning, and becoming the person who can achieve and sustain your dreams. So don't get discouraged if things don't unfold exactly as you imagined. Stay focused on the essence of what you want, not the form you think it should take. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to focus and attraction. Your beliefs. Your beliefs are like the operating system of your mind. They determine what you think is possible, what you think you deserve, and what you think is available to you. If your beliefs don't align with what you're trying to attract, you're going to face an uphill battle. It's like trying to run high-performance software on an outdated operating system. It just won't work efficiently. So part of mastering the art of focus is examining and upgrading your beliefs. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about the world? What do you believe is possible for you? These beliefs often operate below the surface of your conscious awareness. They're like the water a fish swims in, so pervasive that the fish doesn't even notice it. But just like a fish is profoundly affected by the quality of its water, you are profoundly affected by the quality of your beliefs. So start questioning your beliefs. Where do they come from? Are they serving you? Are they aligned with what you want to attract? If not, it's time to start upgrading. And here's the amazing thing: you can change your beliefs. They're not set in stone. They're patterns of thought that have become habitual, and just like any habit, they can be changed with consistent effort and focus. This is where the power of focus really shines. When you consistently focus on new, empowering beliefs, you start to rewire your brain. You create new neural pathways. You literally change the structure of your mind. And as your beliefs change, your reality changes. Because remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are, and what you are is largely determined by what you believe. So focus on cultivating beliefs that support your dreams. Believe in your ability to learn, grow, and overcome challenges. Believe in the abundance of the universe. Believe in your worthiness to receive good things. Now I want to address something that many people struggle with: the influence of others. We're social creatures. We're affected by the people around us, the media we consume, and the general energy of our environment. Often this influence can pull us away from our focus, distract us, discourage us, or make us doubt ourselves. This is why it's so important to be intentional about your environment. Surround yourself with people who support your vision. Consume media that uplifts and inspires you. Create an environment that reinforces your focus rather than distracting from it. This might mean making some tough decisions. It might mean distancing yourself from negative influences or changing some long-standing habits. But remember, what you focus on expands. So if you want your dreams to expand, you need to fiercely protect your focus. Now, let's talk about something that's often misunderstood when it comes to focus and attraction: the role of emotions. Your emotions are not just reactions to your environment, they're a crucial part of your creative power. Your emotions are like fuel for your focus. They give it energy, intensity, and momentum. When you combine clear focus with positive, high-energy emotions, you become an unstoppable force of creation. This is why it's so important to cultivate positive emotions. Feel the joy, excitement, and gratitude of already having what you want. Let these emotions infuse your focus and energize your actions. But here's the thing: this doesn't mean suppressing negative emotions. All emotions have their place. They all carry important information. The key is not to get stuck in negative emotional states. Acknowledge negative emotions when they arise, learn from them, and then consciously shift your focus back to what you want to create. Use the energy of those emotions to fuel your determination, resilience, and commitment to your vision. Remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. So direct the flow of your emotional energy toward what you want to create, not what you want to avoid. Now, I want to address something that trips up a lot of people: the idea of deserving. Many people sabotage their focus because deep down they don't feel they deserve what they want. But here's the truth: you don't need to deserve what you want. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to be perfect to receive good things. The universe is abundant. There's more than enough for everyone. Your job isn't to judge whether you deserve something. Your job is to align yourself with it, focus on it, and become a vibrational match for it. So let go of the idea of deserving. Instead, focus on allowing. Allow yourself to receive good things. Allow yourself to be happy, successful, loved. Allow yourself to have what you want. This allowance is a form of focus. It's a way of opening yourself up to the abundance of the universe. It's a way of saying yes to what you want without conditions or judgment. And here's something powerful to remember: the more you allow yourself to receive, the more you have to give. The more abundant you become, the more you can contribute to others. Your success, joy, and abundance don't take away from anyone else. In fact, they add to the collective abundance of the world. When you shine brightly, you light the way for others. So focus on shining your light as brightly as you can. Focus on becoming the fullest, most authentic expression of yourself, because that's when you become a powerful force of attraction. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial to maintaining your focus: self-care. Your mind and body are intimately connected. If you're not taking care of your physical health, it's going to be much harder to maintain clear, consistent focus. This means getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, staying hydrated, and moving your body regularly. These aren't just good health practices, they're focus practices, they're attraction practices. When you take care of your body, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. You're saying, I'm worth taking care of. I'm worthy of good things. And this reinforces your ability to attract what you want. Remember, attraction isn't just about what you think, it's about your entire state of being. And your physical state is a big part of that. So make self-care a priority. See it as an essential part of your focus practice, because it is. When you feel good physically, it's so much easier to maintain positive, focused thoughts. Now, I want to address something that many people struggle with: impatience. When you start really focusing on what you want, it's natural to want it to manifest quickly. But remember, true change takes time. You're not just trying to get something, you're becoming someone new. You're rewiring your brain, changing your energy, shifting your entire way of being. And that doesn't happen overnight. So be patient with the process. Trust in the unfolding. Know that every moment of focus is creating change, even if you can't see the results yet. Think of it like planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you don't see immediate results. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening beneath the surface. That seed is germinating. It's growing roots. It's preparing to break through the soil. Your focus works the same way. Every thought, every visualization, every aligned action is like watering that seed. You might not see immediate results, but trust that things are happening beneath the surface. And here's the thing, when you trust in the process and maintain your focus without attachment to immediate results, you actually speed up manifestation because you're not blocking it with doubt, fear, or impatience. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to focus and attraction, the power of contrast. Contrast is when you experience something you don't want. While it might seem negative at first, contrast is actually a powerful tool for clarifying what you do want. It refines your vision. It sharpens your focus. So instead of getting discouraged by contrast, use it. Let it fuel your determination. Let it clarify your desires. Remember, the universe doesn't know the difference between yes and no. It just responds to what you're focusing on. So when you experience contrast, quickly shift your focus to what you do want. Use the energy of that contrast to propel you toward your vision. This is the art of pivoting, the ability to quickly shift your focus from what you don't want to what you do want. And the more you practice this, the more skilled you become at it. Eventually, it becomes second nature. Now, I want to address something that trips up a lot of people, the idea of worthiness. Many people struggle to maintain their focus because deep down, they don't feel worthy of what they want. But here's the truth, you're inherently worthy. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to earn it. Your worth isn't determined by your achievements, position, possessions, or what others think of you. Your worth is intrinsic, it's part of who you are. So instead of trying to become worthy, focus on accepting your inherent worth. Focus on allowing yourself to receive good things. Focus on opening yourself up to the abundance that is your birthright. The shift in focus from trying to become worthy to accepting your inherent worth can be transformative. It removes a huge block to attraction. It allows you to align with what you want without the interference of self-doubt or self-judgment. Remember, the universe doesn't judge your worthiness. It simply responds to your energy, your vibration. And when you accept your inherent worth, your energy shifts. You start to vibrate at a higher frequency, and this naturally attracts more positive experiences into your life. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for maintaining your focus, your environment. Your physical environment has a huge impact on your mental state. It can either support your focus or distract from it. So take a look around you. Does your environment reflect what you're trying to attract? Does it inspire you? Does it energize you? If not, it's time to make some changes. This doesn't mean you need to completely overhaul your life. Sometimes small changes can make a big difference. Maybe it's decluttering your space. Maybe it's adding some inspiring artwork. Maybe it's creating a dedicated area for visualization. The key is to create an environment that reinforces your focus, reminds you of what you're working toward, and supports your new way of being. Remember, your outer world reflects your inner world, but it also works the other way around. Your inner world is influenced by your outer world. So use this to your advantage. Create an environment that pulls you toward your vision. Now I want to talk about something that's often misunderstood when it comes to focus and attraction, the role of action. Some people think that if they focus hard enough, what they want will just magically appear without any effort on their part. But that's not how it works. Focus isn't about passive wishing, it's about active creation. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with what you want to attract. So yes, visualize. Yes, feel the emotions of already having what you want. And yes, take inspired action. Move in the direction of your dreams. Be willing to do what it takes to become the person who can achieve and sustain your vision. This doesn't mean struggling or forcing things. Inspired action feels good. It feels exciting. It feels like you're in flow. When you're truly focused, the right actions will naturally arise. You'll feel drawn to do certain things, go certain places, and connect with certain people. Trust these impulses. Act on them. This is the universe guiding you toward your vision. This is the power of your focus manifesting in the physical world. And remember, every action you take is a form of focus. It's a way of telling the universe, this is what I'm committed to. This is what I'm moving toward. So make sure your actions align with your vision. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for maintaining your focus over the long term, celebrating your progress. It's easy to get so focused on your big vision that you overlook the small victories along the way. But these small victories are important. They're signs that your focus is working. They're evidence that you're on the right track. So take time to acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Did you maintain your focus a little longer today? Celebrate that. Did you take an inspired action toward your goal? Celebrate that. Did you pivot quickly from a negative thought to a positive one? Celebrate that too. These celebrations do more than just make you feel good, although that's important too. They reinforce your new patterns of thought and behavior. They strengthen your belief in the power of your focus. They keep you motivated and energized for the journey ahead. Remember, what you appreciate appreciates. So appreciate your progress and you'll find yourself making even more progress. Now, I want to address something that many people struggle with, the opinions of others. When you start really focusing on your vision and making changes in your life, you might face criticism or skepticism from others. This can be challenging. It can make you doubt yourself. It can pull you off course. But here's the thing, other people's opinions are just reflections of their own focus, their own beliefs, their own limitations. They have nothing to do with you or what's possible for you. So don't let the opinions of others distract you from your focus. Don't let their doubts become your doubts. Stay true to your vision. Trust in your own inner guidance. Remember, most people are operating on autopilot, reacting to life rather than creating it. When you start consciously creating your reality through the power of focus, you're doing something extraordinary, something that many people can't understand because they've never experienced it themselves. So if you face criticism or doubt from others, see it as an opportunity to strengthen your focus. Use it as a chance to reaffirm your commitment to your vision. Let it fuel your determination to prove what's possible through the power of focused attention. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to focus and attraction, the importance of letting go. This might seem counterintuitive after all. We've been discussing about the power of maintaining your focus. But there's a difference between focus and attachment. Focus is about clarity of intention. Attachment is about trying to control the outcome. And ironically, attachment can actually block you from attracting what you want. When you're attached to a specific outcome, you're often coming from a place of lack or fear. You're saying, I need this to happen in this exact way or I won't be okay. And that energy of need and fear can repel the very thing you're trying to attract. So practice focusing on what you want and then letting go of how it comes to you. Trust that the universe knows the best way to bring your vision into reality. Be open to possibilities you might not have considered. This letting go allows space for miracles to occur. It allows the universe to surprise and delight you with how your vision manifests. And often what shows up is even better than what you originally imagined. Remember, your job is to focus on the what and the why. Let the universe take care of the how and the when. Now, I want to address something that many people struggle with, maintaining focus in the face of setbacks or challenges. When things don't go as planned, when you face obstacles or disappointments, it can be tempting to lose your focus, to give up on your vision, to fall back into old patterns of thought and behavior. But here's the truth, setbacks and challenges are not signs that your focus isn't working. They're opportunities to strengthen your focus, opportunities to demonstrate your commitment to your vision, opportunities to grow into the person who can achieve and sustain what you want. So when you face challenges, don't lose your focus. Intensify it. Use the energy of the challenge to fuel your determination. Use it as a chance to get even clearer on what you want and why you want it. Remember, diamonds are created under pressure. The most successful people in the world aren't those who never face challenges. They're the ones who maintain their focus in spite of challenges, who use those challenges as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. So embrace challenges as part of the journey. See them as signs that you're growing, that you're pushing beyond your current limits, and keep your focus firmly fixed on your vision. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for maintaining your focus over the long term, self-awareness. The more aware you are of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, the more power you have to direct your focus. Start paying attention to your inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself throughout the day? Are these thoughts aligned with what you want to attract, or are they pulling you off course? Pay attention to your emotional state. How do you feel most of the time? Are you cultivating emotions that support your vision, or are you habitually indulging in emotions that block what you want to attract? Become aware of your beliefs. What do you believe about yourself, about the world, about what's possible for you? Are these beliefs supporting your focus or hindering it? This self-awareness is like a superpower. It allows you to catch yourself when you're off course and quickly redirect your focus. It helps you identify and change limiting beliefs. It gives you the ability to choose your emotional state rather than being at the mercy of it. Remember, you can't change what you're not aware of, so cultivate this self-awareness. Make it a daily practice. The more aware you become, the more power you have to direct your focus and attract what you truly want. Now, I want to talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to focus and attraction, the power of gratitude. Gratitude is like a magnet for miracles. It's one of the highest vibrating emotions you can feel. And remember, you attract what you are, not what you want. So practice feeling grateful for what you already have. Feel grateful for the progress you've made. Feel grateful for the challenges that have made you stronger. Feel grateful for the opportunities that are on their way to you. This gratitude does something powerful. It shifts your focus from lack to abundance. It trains your brain to notice the good things in your life, and what you focus on expands. Moreover, gratitude puts you in energetic alignment with receiving. It opens you up to the flow of abundance in the universe. It makes you a vibrational match for even more good things to come into your life. So make gratitude a daily practice. Start and end your day by focusing on what you're grateful for. Feel the emotion of gratitude in your body. Let it infuse your entire being. And here's a powerful practice. Feel grateful for what you want as if you already have it. This combines the power of gratitude with the power of visualization. It's a potent force for attraction. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to remind you of something important. The power to attract what you want has always been within you. It's not something you need to acquire or earn. It's your birthright as a conscious, creative being. What we've been discussing, the power of focus, the importance of alignment, the role of emotion and action, these are all tools to help you access and utilize this innate power more effectively. But the real magic happens when you realize that you are the power. You are the creator of your reality. Your focus, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, these are your creative tools. And you have the ability to use them consciously, intentionally, to shape your life according to your deepest desires. So as you move forward from here, remember this: you will only attract what you are truly focused on. So choose your focus wisely, direct it purposefully, maintain it consistently. Be patient with the process, but relentless in your focus. Trust in the unfolding of your vision, but stay committed to your part in bringing it to life. And above all, enjoy the journey, because the truth is, the person you become as you focus on attracting what you want is the real prize. The growth, the expansion, the self-discovery, these are the true rewards of conscious creation. You have within you the power to create a life beyond your wildest dreams, a life of joy, purpose, and fulfillment, a life that inspires others and contributes to the world in meaningful ways. So go forth and focus. Focus on your dreams, on your potential, on the incredible possibilities that await you. Focus on becoming the highest, most authentic version of yourself, because when you do, you become a powerful force of attraction. You become a beacon of light in the world. You become living proof of what's possible when a human being harnesses the incredible power of focused attention. Your future is in your focus. So focus well, focus often, and watch as the universe conspires to bring your dreams to life.